Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and this is Timberborn in our beautiful town of Beaverpool. We left off last time. We kind of had a bit of an odd job session last time. We've got a nice underground... Nice bit of an underground build going on, so let's make sure we continue that. It's going to take a little while. We're in no huge rush really to get it done. And we can probably, grab that one as well. That's to connect our grist mills up to power. We will then be able to get crackers, bread, and maple pastries. Our maple will be online in about 5 days. So, you know, probably roughly when we can get the grist mills going. And our chestnuts should be all coming online as well. Let's have a quick zoom in. Yep, you can see them, look. One of those lovely little chestnuts ready for picking. Let's go ahead and unpause this guy. He's going to go and start doing that. And then we've also got a lot of building going on. We're kind of focused down here on getting this done. Yep, that's all nicely finished now. So we can go ahead and finally stick down our dirt extractor. And then we can also continue to put down the power shaft here as well. Yeah, we'll have to do that piece by piece, but that's fine. Let's go and call you a priority. In fact, let's just go and call you a slightly lesser priority, because then you'll do everything else first. So also then when I dive back underground to do this, this will also continue to get done. And also then with that, we are going to look to get up to here. I believe there might be, yep, there's a couple of aquifire points in there we'll want to get to eventually. But I also want to block this off. With blocking that off, it means it's time to move our bad water to our actual bad water rig. Which is going to cost me a lot more injuries. It's going to cost me a lot more injuries. But let's go ahead and do that. What I'm going to do is I am, in fact, going to... let's try and... Okay, that's as far as it can get. And as well, let's turn it around. Cool. And then what we have to do is we have to actually just get up there to be able to build it. I slightly messed that up. That's all right. Whoops. Take out 2 points of path. Cool. And we'll keep doing that. Oh, would you look at that? Yep, not connected to power. That's about to be solved. Let's connect that up and then let's continue to undo this. Oops, wrong button. That one. You need to... do them in roughly a correct order. Okay, daytime. Should be a beaver coming here. Yep. Give us a bit of a focus. This is a much longer shaft than the one above, basically. Be good. Could be good. I don't quite know what's happening here, but there's an odd thing happening on our map. Right, and that. Oh, yeah, that's fine. You can get them both from that corner anyway. Go up. Let's place another one in here. A lot less to be done here, so that's all fine. Head connection up to here. And then we've got this bad tide source thing going on here. So we will need to block that off. Usual method, let's basically build it a box and then not let it go anywhere. And let's access. Cool, and that should allow them to build that. That'll be another drain covered. Not another bad tide source, but that's going to be another drain covered. We are slowly getting rid of all of our bad water sources. How much did you hold for me? 48 out of 48, and you are there. Let's put you down to 2 workers for a start. And you need to sort out... Oops, wrong way. Let's delete some more paths. Should be good to get all the way in there, really. Okay, yeah, night time, so we'll leave it at that. Slowly getting there. So we should be getting chestnuts, and more importantly, grilled chestnuts. We do have 20 chestnuts. We don't have any grilled chestnuts. I'm assuming they're being eaten. Grilled chestnuts. Yep, 88 of our beavers have eaten grilled chestnuts. Building unstaffed. Right, yes, our builders have... That's fine. That's fine. We're okay for our builders. And our power supply is looking insane. I've got no worries about that for quite some time. Nice, and all of our builders are up here. Now, we are doing a little bit slow on planks, so I am going to go and grab another lumber mill. We can go off here because we're only using 3 out of 400 power, so that'll work just easily. And then we've got a couple of these we can clean up. As we are going to move to having 2 of the larger ones there instead. And I also want to put a mine in here. I don't want to get it staffed just yet. We don't have... treated planks. What did I go and spend? Treated planks. Did this cost me treated planks? It did. It cost me 100. Well, we are still making treated planks. No, we're not. Let's make treated planks. Get those numbers coming back up again. Let's stick for future use. Whoops. Stick one of those there. Nice little jump there. That will, because I'm going to move this up to here, so that will allow me to continue to join things through. I might be able to get rid of that one. I probably can, to be honest. Yeah, because once that's built up as well, they don't need access up to here for a smidge anyway. So I can go and rush getting this built. The question is, however, how do I get that built? Because... Oh, I can actually do it. Nice. What I'm going to do is... That will get this built, basically. And then I can switch it all over. Or add it in the middle for now. One of the two. Yeah, so that's that. Bad tide drain almost blocked off. We've got 2 aquifer sources in there. There's also one around here somewhere. I think maybe even here. Yep, just there, which will get turned on as well at some point. Block this off first. And like I said as well, we'll block that off up there. To basically get this top left corner of the map completely bad tide free. And that all we'll have going is this top right corner. Get rid of further bad tide. Let's shrink back down. Let's play a bit more. Oh, our builders might be a little bit busy. I do have them doing other things. Let's get rid of some more path. Okay, we've almost made it up the top. As I did say, the bottom one is a little bit bigger. Cool, so that's the top done. Just a little bit further on the bottom now. And then it's nighttime, so we'll leave that there. Another day or two. Not much. And then we'll get the grist mills up and running and get the last of our food being consumed, basically. We still don't have any grilled chestnuts, but I am hoping... Yep, grilled chestnuts, the numbers are still increasing, though. So eventually those will break through. Have more logs. Let's have more planks. Let's have some dirt. And let's say metal block. For now. And if we come down here, we have pastries, bread, and cattail crackers all ready to go. Grilled potatoes, sunflower seeds, grilled spattock, carrots. Oh, we don't actually have a storehouse for our roast chestnuts. Well, that's not very good at all, is it? So... what we're going to do... is, yes, let's... This does not quite block off this area, that's fine. I like that. You are going to be for... chestnuts. Because with a place to put them, then maybe we'll actually get some store of them. And so with that, technically, I should be. Although we probably... you can't build over these, can you? It's a bit of a shame. I could always, of course, attempt to build out mid-dirt. And then I'll be able to stick another warehouse just in here as well. You know, make it symmetrical for almost no reason whatsoever. Let's continue to focus here for a second. I did not click it. Yeah, we should get another 3 or 4 done. I've kind of waited a bit late. I'll focus on this from tomorrow morning and actually get this finished. Another one in there. Another one in there. That'll probably be it for today, to be honest. Another one in there. Let's... You need to prep the ground, and then like I said, we shall... I'm going to focus on this and get this finished tomorrow. Oh, I like that. That highlights up. That's one of my geothermal points, which is linked to this power point now, as is that aquifire. I do like how they light up. Because they are, should we say, map points. Oh, one got built from above, it looks like. Go, these should all now have power. Undone and done. Our crystal moles can awaken. Now, we do have 5 points, nothing to do in range. We do have 5 jobs. 3 now, but not 2, but 3. That are missing. But I say they can be replaced. These can be replaced. That's where my brain was. Let's put both of those in there. What we do need then is more housing. Now, I hadn't really thought of where to put more housing, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I'm thinking just spilling down into this valley down here, if I'm honest. I can do that all day. As I said, I was thinking spilling down into this valley down here. And so what that will be... Let's put that there to straighten that up. No reason whatsoever, it just hardly irks me. Put that there for... Not a clue, really. Oh, we'll put you for punch cards. We're a long way off getting punch cards, but we'll put you there for punch cards. And I'm going to go and extend this platform out here. Then if we come down to housing. I mean, 6 versus 9. Wait, is this? Yeah, I mean, it's just 3 wide as opposed to 2 wide. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. I mean, I don't think so. We'll go for the bigger housing. Go, that's a huge boost to our population. That's going to be an extra 36 beavers. There you go, these are now built and being filled. Again, we've only got 2 out of 3 workers on our pumps, so our water production could really increase. And what we're going to do at night time then is we're going to rearrange this. Yeah, line obstructed. So there's no way to get down here for now. So what we're going to do, just because we will have to get these resources up here. Bad water and bad water. Yep, that's fine. Let's have them do that. They can start to construct all of this. Let's call you a priority. let us finally connect this up. We'll call you 3 beavers. Put a pause on you and a pause on you. And we're going to link that up because it does just make this a smidge closer to everything. And it is being used. And then let's look to get this covered up. Water cap. Is that because I've got that in the way? Water cap. And let's go for a double. There you go. I'm gonna go and cap that off as well. Let's go and unpause all 3 of our grist mills. And then we want 3 bakeries. I'm gonna do them directly opposite. We've got cattail flour, maybe cattail crackers, maple pastries, and bread. Maple syrup 50 out of 50. Because what we need is a huge storage container. I'm gonna put on just here for maple syrup. And that guy can really get to work. With that, we're gonna have the last of our 3 foodstuffs coming online. And also I think it's time to chuck that into there. 27,000 science. I mean, do we really have much? 20 and 12. Oh yeah, we still need a lot more. Plus, I think I'll always just generally keep 1 person. In fact, I may as well put that down to 2. I'll probably always keep like 1 person in there just so it sort of stays active because it looks nice. You know, it looks nice. While being now 34 with the rest of the foodstuffs coming online. Ooh, look at all those kits. That's a lot. Oh, what I'm going to go and do is as well, let's make this a little bit easier. Too far. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's make this a little bit easier. Now this one's going to connect it up here, and so it's going to be a much, much faster route. Cool, and we're capping that off. Very nice, very nice. There you go, this is all built up. Go and get them to unload those 2. That has already been unloaded. That has already now been unloaded. And look at how fast it all goes down. Dedicated hauling crew. Gonna get it for nighttime. We're gonna get it for nighttime. No, we have 20 left. 6 left. Somebody go grab it, please. Nope. 6 left. And a high score of 36. Started climbing. I forgot what the highest number is. I think it's up in the 80s somewhere. Chipped teeth. That shouldn't really be a long-term problem. No. Building on staff. Yep, fair enough. No goods selected. I know, because I want to get rid of it. And 4 injured beavers. Cool. Let's get rid of that as well then. While being of 37. All that glorious foodstuffs that my beavers are now getting to eat. Beautiful cattail crackers. Wheat flour. Absolutely beautiful. And all of our beavers just waiting to grow up and contribute to beaver society. Very nice. Very nice. This just needs a bit of building. Come on. Super builder. Bang. That's now closed and capped. This will now, or as you can see, look, it's already coming away from the edges. This will now just continue to drain off and disappear. Do I want or need to keep this passage here? No, not really. We can go ahead and open this up, to be honest. Bad tide starting. Right, let's see what this affects. And where we potentially have... Oh, some open drains. We've got a nice aquifer here as well, an ancient aquifer. We'll get that online. We've got some drains over here, which just really affects this top left corner, so it's not too much of a thing, that one. This should just be draining off, basically. Yep, that should all just disappear. That should all eventually evaporate. We've got clean up there. We're clean over in this corner. We're clean over in this corner. So yep, it is just this top left corner and this tiny bit of drain here to go. And after that, ladies and gentlemen, we have cleaned up this map. And so for here we have, we got some drains here. And we've got the source. All fine, that's all fine indeedy. We'll come up this way, hit the source, then hop over and hit the drain. Our being score of 39. Oh, you tease me. It's really only 38. Peaked for a second. Just a second, I tell you. Then aquifers here, which will drain out here, basically, and come down into this. If I block that off, it'll flood my farms. So no, let's not block that off. Let's allow that to go where it needs to go. Of course, I could block it all off and have it drain over here. There's always an option. There are many, many options, and we will definitely get to those. All right, so we've gotten our last of our food sources online. Our beavers are extremely well fed. Oh, 2 of them get a little bit of love from a weather vane. Those are the guys working up in our observatory. So we've got a lot of fun and decorations left to go next. Most of our industries are online. We're getting our mine online, which will be our permanent scrap metal source. And we now have our bad water rig online, which is our permanent bad water source. We have 7 free beavers. What I'm going to do with those guys is I want another hauling post. And I want to place you. I'm going to put you in just here. So yeah, we're going to have a decent number of beavers free at most times. Injuries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 beds, 13 injuries. We probably do need to extend that a little bit. And then we also have to get things like Lidos online, which is going to take a little bit of dedicated water from somewhere. And a few other little bits and bobs, shall we say. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Somehow, somewhere, we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, not quite sure where, if I'm honest. But we will get to that. We will most assuredly get to that. I'm thinking basically I just dig a hole and spring a leak from my reservoir. And put control on it. Basically. A nice sluice to control it. And we should be just fine in essence. Have to just figure out the heights and the distance. Just a nice little bit coming here. Make a nice little pool here. And have a Lido coming off it. Should work absolutely beautifully. And so then, of course, once we've greened up more of the map and increased a bit more happiness, we will, of course, be needing to think of where is my wonder going to launch from. I'm quite liking this little platform bit. I can shape it up, maybe even build it up a little bit, make it a bit more, a bit taller, you know, make it a bit more grand for everybody to see. So I am potentially thinking that one. You can be built. We're just busy with other things. Like this. So yeah, I am thinking maybe up here. Again, we will get to that when we get to it. We've made some very nice progress so far. We just need to keep things going. Now, I think, personally, that I need a little warehouse for flour and cattail flour because it's just not enough to be doing it kind of on the fly. I know, not an underground pile. Let's have flour. Wheat flour. We'll have you in there. Oh, we can have one just in here as well, can't we? And cattail flour. Because then with actually getting a little bit of a storage of those, then hopefully we'll be able to keep these going a little bit better as well. I mean, our farms, as you can see, our farms have got so much more to give, so to say. So they're not having any form of problem. We now have over 500 roasted chestnuts, 380 cattail crackers. Maple pastries are struggling a little bit. We've also got a good source of bread. So it's mostly just maple pastries. And we do have maple syrup. That's not really too much of a problem. We've still got plenty of maple syrup here to harvest. So again, that's not a problem. We just need to keep everything going. Nice, that now has its connection. This, I'm sure... got 4 for now. Massively reduce your number of workers, basically. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is coming along just nicely. We have connected more of our links. We have brought more of our things online. And we have done more cleanup. And so next session, we'll finish with the cleanup. I definitely want to get this knocked off and secure. We will then come over here to focus on this, the drains and the source. And then after that, the focus is the aquifers. We've got a pair in here. We've got an ancient one here. We've got one up here somewhere. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There you go. We've got 2 up here. We've got some science things to come and grab. A couple of relics. But yes, so next episode, we will focus on finishing cleaning up the bad tide so that we can then move on to opening up all of those aquifers and underground sources to continue to make the map as green as possible. And so until then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed the episode and you will continue to enjoy the series. And until I see you again, as per always, from both myself and this wonderful community of beavers at Beaverpool, I hope that you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.